a few days I've been doing this, but I'm back. Um, I had a lot of doctor type appointments and everything for different things, and I had to get my kitty taken care of. My, my yeah, so get a line cut because whatever. But anyway, I went to the hospital this weekend and or Friday, and I found out that I deal with high blood pressure. I wasn't too keen or too up to date on what that does to people, but high blood pressure is not nothing to play with. It causes a lot of issues, a lot of fatigue, um, on top of MS. Um, but see, that's the thing with me. Like with what I deal with MS, well, what, that I've dealt with MS, I've been dealing with MS since '03. Um, diagnosed in '03. Probably longer. I I typically don't really deal with the issues too much because I just don't understand. I understand why, but I don't I don't get affected by weather. And if I lose energy, most people who deal with this, when they lose energy, they do not gain it back. When I lose energy, I can sit down and rest for a minute, and I'm back ready to go. So I was that fortunate, that blessed. But for the last 2 3 months, I've been extremely tired, worn out, uh, massive migraines, just nonstop, and I couldn't understand why. The last 4 times I went to the doctor for like just regular checkups, for MS and all that stuff. Um, my blood pressure has been like 182 over 110. What was that? 179 over 146. That was the really high one. Um, and then the lowest I've had was like 168 over 100. That was the lowest. I was like, you know what? My doctor was like, no, you got to be on this. So I got some blood pressure meds to test, and so far so good. Um, Although today I did this morning I wake up with kind of a headache and kind of tired, and you know, but I'm on the beginner's dose, so I don't know. But I told Natalie and I told Jackie, I said, one of the things I've been very fortunate and blessed with is that when I take a medicine, it usually works on me immediately. Like I have one allergy, one, and that's diazepam or Valium. Um, and and so I go. It's funny how I don't get side effects to certain medicines. Oh, actually, 90%, 99% of all medicines, and medicines I do need to take, they work. Now the ones I don't need to take, like if I went and took like I tried LDN, low dose naltrexone, and it didn't work for me. It didn't do nothing for me. I also tried there's another one, Ampera, and it didn't do anything for me either. But that helps Jackie nonstop. It's just really, sir. I was like, so medicines that I don't really need, nothing for me. But medicines I need for an issue, they work almost immediately. So the first day I took the blood pressure medicine. Now I don't know if this is scientific knowledge or whatever. I don't know, but it within the first hour, on no headache, I was feeling good, a lot of energy, and other things. So I'm kind of like reverse of everything that people deal with. But with MS, I've noticed a few things. um, over my history. Like I said, I've read 2 books on it. I've done videos. I have a group. I have two. I have a group. I did my second group, and on Facebook, I have a Twitter page, and I ran for Congress. So and I on the platform of helping disabled folks and bringing people together and stopping this divide. Anyway, so when it comes to MS, when I did an interview with a doctor who's from Florida, and he called me a expert, an expert at it because he goes, "Well, you've been dealing with it for so long, you've done all this research and all this stuff." I said, "Well, I'm not an expert. I'm knowledgeable in what I do. I make sure that I know what I'm talking about." Um, you're gonna deal with different things with MS. There's gonna be different issues. There's gonna be some men deal with ED, some women deal with ED. Or well, it's not a regular fucking it's something else. I hope some women don't. Well, maybe I don't know. Well, they deal with sexual dysfunction. So SD sounds too much like STD. Let's stop with the abbreviations. And some men have like I had tingles from this arm, from this the tip of my fingers to my elbow or to my elbow, my shoulder for the longest time, and then I finally started eating healthy and working out. It went away. I get them every once in a while. So, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning, so please forgive me. Um, and some people deal with like incontinence. That's one that I don't usually deal with, but it rears its head every once in a while. Um, so there's issues with the mess. I think that a lot of people need to understand why maybe MS MS person doesn't just go out. They have a lot more to think about than you. Like these issues. Maybe this happened. What if this happened? And see, I know you can't live your life by what ifs, but in a way, MS folks have to because we can't control what MS decides it wants to embarrass us with that day. Some days I walk like an idiot. Some days I just mumble mouth the whole day. Like today might be one of those days. Um, but it's crazy. Some days you don't have the energy. That's fine. Right? What the other dude's running in draws. What's the other dude's running in draws? No, I can tell you this weird stuff. Totally off subject. I was so upset. I was so upset I started to smile. So mad I was. I was driving in Milwaukee 2 days ago, and I pulled up to this light. And I'm in the bad part of Milwaukee, kind of. What's called the ghetto. Um, but it's been known to have like shootings every other night and all that kind of stuff. And I pull up to this one light, and this one black dude pulls up next to our car. Now, doesn't matter that he's black. It doesn't, or Puerto Rican, or he was just darker than I was. He goes, wanted me to roll in the window. So I roll in the window. He goes, "Yo, can I search your girl?" What? I was like, "No." And then he goes, "Oh, I thought you were my friend Tim." And then he looked at Natalie, asked Natalie, "Y'all have fun?" And they're like, "No." I'm like, "No." Or out the window, like, "Dude, get away from me." Now, see, normally if he was in person, like on the street, not in his car, I'd have took his teeth and he'd been eating out the back of his neck. But since he was in his car, I wasn't gonna make no sudden moves because I know maybe dude has a gun and my fists are not. My fist can't handle it. Yeah, as soon as it was rolling out the window, it was like it was just. It looked like we were watching. What was the movie with Red Man and How High? It was just open the door, Cheech and Chong style, and all the smoke just came out. I was like, oh wow. Anyway, so I'm really offended by that. I don't play around with that kind of stuff because I believe in respect and all of the other stuff. And y'all need Jesus, Jesus. Um. Anywho, yeah, that's happened the other day in Milwaukee. So, but needless to say, we're all good. And no, we don't play that. But anyway, you guys, I talked a little bit about MS, all right? And I was gonna talk about why uh, that dumbass cop who killed another black man in Chicago, they acquitted him. Oh, of course. And how even Trump, if you're rich and you're white, you get away with anything, anything. And what's funny to me is the people that are supposed to be protecting us, like Nancy Pelosi, don't care. They're not willing to do anything. The man, it doesn't matter what the man did in that report. Look what he's done in public. He's a racist. That is a reason enough to get rid of him in the office. I don't want no man who's if I can't speak to the man one on one without him thinking I'm a rapist or a murderer or a drug dealer, what the? And come on, if that's not reason enough to get rid of him, anyway, I'm not gonna go into it because that'll throw me into a bad, bad, bad mood. And I think you guys deserve to have uh, not me rambling about my politics because I like politics and maybe some of you don't. You guys have a good day. Have a great day. I'm going to go and work out now, and I have to go weights in half because I can't do much because they're saying that my heart could take it, but my high blood pressure could cause bad things. So, all right, guys, guys and gals, you guys have a great day.